Hi, my name is Aaron with the ReString Theory stringing system. This is our introduction to stringing acoustic guitars. If you still have any questions about this video, go to our website www.restringtheory.com. Under the videos tab, find the acoustic section and find a video that's more specific to your instrument. If we don't have one that's specific to your instrument, send us an email, let us know. Today I'm going to be using my ReString Theory kit to restring the instrument. You can be working on nearly any flat space. Today I'm able to work on my workbench, but we've designed the kit so that you'll be able to work on nearly any flat surface. Tabletop, countertop, on your desk, bed of a truck, or you could even string right on top of your case. First thing I'm going to do is start by loosening up the strings on the guitar. I want to make sure that I loosen them enough so that I can hold them up above the fretboard in one hand, and so they're not going to go flying off when I go to take them out of the bridge. Next thing I'm going to do is use this little notch at the top of my string winder. I'm going to try to get the pins out using that little notch, but if the balls on the pins are too big or if they're seated too deep in there, I'm going to take my cutters and very gently just grip them and pull them out using the saddle to leverage it. As soon as I have all those pins out, I'm going to grab the string, pull it towards the bridge, and then just slide it right up out of the hole. Now I'm going to grip the strings high enough so that I don't poke the ends of my fingers when I'm taking them off, and then I'm just going to unwind them from the tuning post. Now I have a guitar that doesn't have any strings on it. I can begin to clean and polish. For more information on cleaning and polishing the instrument, see our video on cleaning and care. I'm using a lemon oil on the fretboard to condition it and to break down a lot of that dirt and grime and buildup that happens over time. So the first thing that I'm going to do is scrub it really good so I can get that all off of there. And then as soon as I have all the gunk off there, I'm going to wipe all the excess oil off with a dry cloth. Next thing I'm going to do is give it a few spritzes of guitar polish and then use a microfiber cloth to clean up the instrument. Now I have an instrument that's clean and ready for strings. You'll notice that some companies will actually color code the ball ends on the strings to let you know which string goes in which hole. Some of them may be in envelopes, so you just want to make sure that you keep your strings in order so you know which one goes where. The first thing I'm going to do is push the ball just barely down into the bridge, and I'm going to pull up on the string while pushing down on the bridge pin to properly seat that. Otherwise you'll have a guitar that won't stay in tune very well, or the bridge will come, or the pin will come flying up out of the bridge. So you're going to see this again. I'm going to pull up on the string while I push down on the bridge pin. And you want to be able to see that winding that's at the bottom of the string just barely poking up out of your bridge. That's how you know that it's been seated properly. Now I have three different winding methods that I'm going to show you. The first one we're going to use is called the standard winding method. This is the simplest and easiest one to do. I'm going to thread the string through the hole in the tuning post. I'm going to bend it at the end, and then I'm just going to wind the string up while holding that excess with my thumb so that the string will stay in place. Notice that I'm always winding towards the inside of the headstock, so the inside edge of that tuning post, and I'm making sure that the string doesn't overlap itself, that it winds straight downward. The next method I'm going to show you is the fishhook method. With the fishhook method, I'm going to thread the string through the hole. I'm going to bring the string back around towards the inside of the headstock, and then I'm going to bend it back over itself, creating that fish hook, which is going to help hold the string in place. I wind it up, leaving enough slack to get about 2 to 3 wraps around the post, always winding to the inside of the headstock, and making sure to wind downward so the string only overlaps itself where that fish hook is. The third method is my favorite one to use, and the one that I'm going to use for the rest of this restring. It's called the speed method. I wrap the string around the post, then I thread the string through the hole, making sure that I get about 2 to 3 wraps around the post. I'm winding towards the inside, and that the string doesn't overlap itself. It winds straight downwards. So for the rest of this restring, I'm going to go ahead, use the speed method. You'll see me do it again where I wrap it around, thread the string back through, get about 2 to 3 wraps around the post, and it doesn't overlap itself. Now for the bottom 2 strings, the first and the second, or the E and the B, I want to try to get, instead of 2 to 3 wraps, I want to try to get 3 to 4 wraps around the post, just because these are smaller and we don't want them to slip. Now I'm going to tune the guitar up. There's my standard tuning notes. And I don't want to cut the ends of the strings quite yet. We're going to let those stretch into place and then we'll tune it one more time. While we're waiting, let's check our setup. I place a quarter on the 12th fret and I want my string to just barely hover right above that quarter. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a capo on the 1st fret and then I'm going to hold down the fret that's furthest down the neck of the guitar. I find the midpoint on the neck, which is usually going to be about the 8th fret, and I slide a piece of paper in between the string and the fret to make sure that the string isn't resting against the fret or there isn't too much of a gap there. I do the same thing here. I'm going to hold down the 3rd fret and then slide the piece of paper in between the string and the 1st fret to make sure that my nut slots are high enough. Now I've tuned it one more time after I've checked my setup, so I can clip the ends of the strings off of there. If you notice that anything's out with your guitar, check with your local guitar shop or luthier and they'll be able to help you out. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you have any more questions or concerns, send us an email at mail@restringtheory.com for more videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and to get your ReString Theory kit, go to www.restringtheory.com.